is aware, the country is divided. It's pretty freaking sad what's going on in the world right now. You're probably thinking like, oh my gosh, I am a total hypocrite because I'm gonna rant about what I'm doing right now. Maybe a little. This is not a political video. This is not a video. My cat's not dead, he's just kind of sleeping, so don't think he's dead. I am not into ranting about politics, like you voted for this person, you voted for that person, whatever. I don't really care like who other people vote for. I don't know why you would care who I voted for. So let's just get that straight. It's the fact that I can't get on any of my social media without seeing 50 freaking million posts about politics. People want their friends and their close personal, relatively family, and even, you know, random acquaintances that you just friend on Facebook to be nice, to know what your political preference is. Going on Facebook is supposed to be an enjoyable time for people to unwind, get to see what other people are doing, you know, and people don't use Facebook just to get their news. Well, maybe. I'm not talking about people who just like share articles that are interesting, or, you know, maybe post a picture that's like funny, you know, political jokes, whatever, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the shared stuff. You know what I mean? Or if people like share something that's interesting, regardless of what political view it's on, I don't care. Like, some of them are kind of funny, some of them I share back. The problem that I have is the long ass freaking, like, you have to hit the button that says like show more, and it's just like this long paragraph of bullshit. Everyone kind of looks at politics a different way, obviously, hence divide in the country. Republican conservative people are going to agree with like half of those long paragraphs, and then the liberal democratic people are going to agree with the other half of those paragraphs. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, I might agree with some of those paragraphs, but it's to the point where I don't want to see them anymore. I try and like look at things from other people's perspectives. I try to like see, okay, I can understand how this person would think this way. Oh, okay, I understand how this person could think that way. But then like you read a couple things that are just pure ignorance, and it just kind of pisses you off inside, and you get that like fiery urge to be like, oh, I need to comment back. It's pissing me off. It's making me so mad. And then when you go through and you see like 100 more of those, yeah, you can skip them. Yeah, you can ignore them. Yeah, you can dislike them. Nobody really cares about everybody's opinions. And that's not even the worst part. Seeing the comments like attacking everybody, or just the blatant ignorance of people who are just extremely one-sided. For example, you know, you see a post say like, everybody who voted for Trump automatically hates women. Everybody who voted for Trump automatically is racist. Does that make sense, right? Like, the other option besides Trump was Hillary, and I mean, they both suck. Let's be real. I can guarantee every single person on Facebook, if you've been on Facebook for a while, so that means you have to have a good amount of friends, let's say at least 100 friends. I don't know if anybody has that less of friends anymore, but there's gonna be some people that you're friends with who look on the other side. Like, do you really want to insult? Let's go with the politically correct response here and say that half of them are just gonna be pissed off and it's just gonna start another war, hence the divide. Like, you're passionate about a certain issue. I get that. I get that some people are scared. I understand that. But do you think posting a bunch of ignorant bullshit on your Facebook timeline is gonna change anything except just piss off the other half of your friends? It's annoying, and like, this goes both sides. Like, you know, a lot of the conservative Republicans post bullshit posts about, you know, Obama and, you know, Hillary, just things that just, I mean, if you want to post something, at least make it factual. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, and it's really starting to piss me off. Like, I don't like going on Facebook anymore because I just see it and then I get pissed off about it, and then I look over to my boyfriend and I just have to go like start telling him a bunch of shit that he probably doesn't care about because it just pissed me off. I guess the whole point of this video is just to, you know, I know most of the people who watch me are younger and maybe aren't as exposed, but maybe more people will watch this, and just realize who you're talking to. Like, I realize that my audience on YouTube are young, like probably teenage age, like 20s maybe, like younger. Like, I'm not gonna go, you know, do like this is a topic for another day, but I'm not gonna go do a skit where I'm, you know, pretending to have sex with somebody for my young audience. That's not appropriate. No offense. You just have to realize that, you know, your mother, your father, your grandparents, like whatever, whoever else is like, seriously, is on Facebook and they're gonna read those posts. And when you go crazy and start like swearing at people, or I don't know, just being an asshole for just because you're passionate. Yeah, the passion is great. You know, getting into politics and educating yourself is great. But it doesn't mean you have to go and just post a bunch of bullshit all the time. Technically, a lot of the people who are posting about, you know, being racist and homophobic and all this stuff, like, you know, if you have an article to back it up to prove why so-and-so is racist or whatever, fine, like, post the article. But when it's just a long paragraph, or like, you know, some of those pictures, like I'm sure you guys have all seen them, of just blatant categorizing of people, like that's kind of the same thing, don't you think? Not everybody who voted for Hillary is a bad person, and not everybody who voted for Donald Trump is a racist, homophobic, anti-woman person. No, they're not. 100% they are not. I know a lot of people who voted for Trump. I also know a lot of people who voted for Hillary. Am I still friends with them? Yes, of course. Just because you have different political opinions doesn't mean anything. And I think one of the most just horrific, cruel places right now is the internet. And it hurts me really bad to see all of the hatred, all the negative comments. Like, I'm not big enough to get a bunch of negative comments, but I have some YouTube friends that they just get bombarded with negative comments, and it's so sad. Like, I feel like at this point in time, there's just so much anger and hatred that we need to come together. Those of us who have different opinions with each other, we need to like look to see the similarities, because even if you don't agree politically, you could agree on something else. There's similarities in everybody. Let's just live as Americans. And I mean, as much as a lot of people don't want to hear it, Donald Trump is your president. He's my president. He's my cat's president. He's all Americans' president right now. And just hope that he doesn't fail. Why would you want the president of the United States to fail? Like, what could the future be for us? I don't know. But I don't know. I just needed to vent a little bit. So